Level 4, district as unit of analysis. Taking district as a unit of analysis is very helpful when there are differences and when there is a diversity across educational systems or across communities at intra-provincial level. जब प्रोविंस के अंदर भी बहुत ज़्यादा डाइवर्सिटी हो या स्टेट के अंदर भी बहुत डाइवर्सिटी हो तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल का लुकिंग एट द डेटा और कंपेयरिंग एजुकेशनल सिस्टम्स और कंपेयरिंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल एनालिसिस is very helpful. So this, as we've talked about, कि हमने पहले भी इससे कई दफ़ा पहले बात की है कि नेशनल लेवल पे जो भी डेटा होता है वो आपकी जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे या जो प्रोविंशियल लेवल पे डिफरेंसेस होते हैं they always mask it because they are designed in a way and they aggregate data in a way that the district level disparities or the provincial level disparities are often masked. So district level data gives you a closer look at of the ground realities. So let us look at the example of a study conducted as they compared Hong Kong and Shanghai. Hong Kong, जैसे हमने बात की है, it's a special administrative unit and working under China. It has its own legal system. It has its own currency, लेकिन it works under the constitution of China. And then you have Shanghai, which is fast becoming an economic place where lots of economic activities are taking. And it's becoming a financial hub, and as China is opening up to the world. So, however, look, despite these similarities, क्योंकि Hong Kong में बहुत ज़्यादा business है, बहुत ज़्यादा financial hub है Hong Kong also. So, in that way, Hong Kong and Shanghai can be compared in terms of how open they are to how busy economic markets they are. However, they are totally different in their political orientation. So, आप Shanghai को देखें तो the system in Shanghai is the system, that political system that has always been there is a more socialist system. It's a socialist system of China that has been there, and Hong Kong के अंदर the system is more capitalist because this is how, and before its annexation to China, this is how it was working. And what this study did was it tried to see how these political orientations were represented in their history curriculum. So they realized that both Hong Kong and Shanghai, because they also looked at how the changes were coming in their curriculum, both Hong Kong and Shanghai curriculum reflected their specific specific political orientations. However, these orientations were now converging. Converging का मतलब अब उनमें similarity आती जा रही थी. वो similarity इसलिए आ रही थी कि एक साइड पे शंघाई में जैसे China was opening up its markets to the world, और उसकी वजह से there was इनके history के curriculum में now topics were included so that the students became more globally aware. Similarly, Hong Kong ke andar, because now it was working with China, the national identity of Chinese national identity was being emphasized a lot. So हमने ये देखा कि किस तरह से एक साइड पे जहाँ पे पहले शंघाई में सिर्फ चाइनीज आइडेंटिटी एम्फसाइज होती थी और ग्लोबल अवेयरनेस नहीं थी, वहाँ पे और चाइना और हांगकांग में थिंग्स वर वर्किंग द अदर वे. So now that they were working within the same system, so there was occurring a kind of a convergence in the history curriculum that they were offering in their schools. So, अब जैसे हमने बात की कि although Hong Kong was working as an autonomous administrative region, however, the political influence of China was discernible in the history curriculum that was offered at school level. And similarly, Shanghai, तो of course हमें पता है कि it's working under China और उसमें global forces जिस तरह से China open up कर रहा है अपने आप को, वो उनके history curriculum में था. लेकिन अगर आपने इसकी थोड़ी सी क्रिटिक करनी है, क्रिटिक का मतलब आपने इसमें देखना है कि किसकी वजह से डेटा में कुछ इशू आ सकता था, तो वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट हांगकांग is a different type of has a different type of administrative structure, and Shanghai is clearly being a city of China has a different type of administrative or political structure.